Welcome to Hope to Haiti. This video was recently shot on a trip I took in the month of October to Haiti. You know, no recent statistics actually exist, but it's widely accepted that Haiti is not merely the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, but also one of the most unequal. There is an estimated 80% of Haitians living in absolute poverty. There is a small middle class comprised of civil servants and other state sector employees. But a vast gulf exists between a tiny, rich minority and the overwhelmingly poor majority. Class and color have overlapped ever since Haitian independence. Education and medical services are entirely private. Life for the rural and the urban poor is extremely brutal. This video was shot in St. Marc, a port that's just north of Port-au-Prince, their capital. Most Haitians live in small, often remote villages or isolated settlements with no access to electricity, clean water, or social services, things that you and I take for granted every single day. Some rudimentary education is offered by church and other charitable organizations, but the distances children must travel to school and the cost of the books and the uniforms and the necessity for them to work from an early age means the illiteracy is estimated at over half the adult population. Illness can often spell financial disaster, as meager savings or investments such as a pig must be sold to pay for medicines. In some areas, large numbers of people are dependent on aid agencies for food supplies. Existence in the teeming slums of Port-au-Prince is perhaps even grimmer, with overcrowding, disease, and squalor widespread. Those who work can expect to earn no more than $2 a day US, hardly enough to buy food, let alone other necessities. The majority, however, must scrape some sort of living from the informal sector. Figures for child mortality, communicable diseases, and life expectancy reveal the country's poverty and deprivation. Over 5% of the population were affected with HIV/AIDS by the year 2000. In addition to that, there are approximately 300,000 restivics. Now, by the term restivik, I mean child slave. These are both children and women that exist in the Haitian world. How do we feed the people while restoring national pride and self-worth? Well, you may have the heart for it, but do you have the belly? How are we able to ignore this travesty? If we don't help, who will? Working together, we can make a difference. Do that by going to www.hopetohaiti.org. Thank you for your time. Thanks for listening. God bless.